What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Thank you so much for checking out tonight's video. Tonight, guys, we're here talking about the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yes, I'm talking about the Phillies and Dodgers. How many times have you can say these two teams got into a trade? Jimmy Rollins has been traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers in exchange for two minor league players. I don't know exactly what names have been dropped yet, but we will know within the next half an hour to an hour, and I will release those names on my Twitter account at Justin Godsey TV. So make sure you guys go and check that out. But today, guys, like I said, Jimmy Rollins has been traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Philadelphia Phillies. I just made a video on Antonio Bastardo being traded to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now the Philadelphia Phillies are going to be actively on the market right now. The Philadelphia Phillies are a team that's in the rebuilding process. Like I said in my Bastardo video, Jimmy Rollins at age 36 right now, going to be going to age 37 in 2015. Does Jimmy Rollins still have it? I still think that he does. He still has about 2 years of solid baseball left into him. Then you can start talking about retirement. A lot of people say he has less than that. I still think when he goes to Dodger Stadium, he's going to have just a blast out there, because that team is just not depending on him. That team all around has excellent talent. Adrian Gonzalez. They have also Yasiel Puig. This team's also have Matt Kemp if he does not get traded. There's a lot of excellent talent out there in Los Angeles. So Jimmy Rollins is not going to be that dependable person. They also got Clayton Kershaw to back up with the pitching. The Philadelphia Phillies have struggled over the course of the past several seasons, whether it comes to their pitching and their hitting. Inconsistency has been the biggest problem in Philadelphia right now. But now that Jimmy Rollins is able to get out of that and able to go to a World Series contender and a legitimate playoff contender at that in the Los Angeles Dodgers, this team has really taken the MLB by storm with that big trade that happened a few years ago with the Boston Red Sox. The Dodgers have since gotten better and better and better. And now that with this addition of Jimmy Rollins, is this going to make it be a huge turnaround for this team? I don't think so. Jimmy Rollins, yes, he's going to end up bringing some veteran experience to this much younger team. Even though you do have some veterans in Adrian Gonzalez, Juan Uribe, and Carl Crawford, Jimmy Rollins has been a more consistent, better defensive player in this entire MLB career. He's going to be a much improvement over Jacob Turner, who's completely turning around and having a very successful career out there in LA. So when you really look at it, Jimmy Rollins is going to be penciled in over at shortstop. But what about the Philadelphia Phillies? How does this team go about on replacing Jimmy Rollins? Like I said, this team is currently in the rebuilding process. A handful of their prospects are now not ready to make the big jump to the major league level. The Philadelphia Phillies have also been in many discussions about trading Marlon Byrd. So this entire team has really got to rebuild. They're out of their bullpen right now. They're trading away Antonio Bastardo. But when you go into your infield, where it's going to be that's your prime right there. That is your that's your bread and butter. Is your entire infield. Ryan Howard has completely fallen off the face of the earth. Chase Utley last year was untouchable. He had a fantastic year last year, but he is aging a whole lot. Jimmy Rollins, like I said, he was dealt. How do you replace Jimmy Rollins? There's a big guy out there that you can make a big case for, and that is Freddie Galvis. But is he going to be your consistent shortstop for the year? I don't think so. I think this is going to open up an opportunity for the Philadelphia Phillies to venture into the trade market or possibly into the free agent market to see what available shortstops are out there, what team is willing to deal. The Philadelphia Phillies do have a couple of prospects that could potentially end up getting traded, but I don't want to drop any of the top 5 names. I don't think the Phillies will go out there and drop their top prospects, bring in a shortstop.
There's still a lot of production in this farm system to really legitimate option. Their main prospect number 1 is going to be J.P. Crawford, who's been down at single A. He's been a rising star for the past couple of seasons. He's had a fantastic average. Back in 2014, he split time with the Lakewood, I think is what their low level, the Class A Advanced League team name is. The Lakewood Blue Crabs or something like that. But J.P. Crawford, needless to say, had batted .295 in 2014 with the Blue Crabs, or the Lakewood Blue Crabs, and he went over to Clearwater where he batted .275. So having a split season with both of those, having a season of a .285 batting average, that is very solid in his first year in the minors. So he's a vastly rising shortstop. He's not MLB ready right now. There's still a lot of time for him to really develop down at the lower levels. I would expect him to be up by at least AA by the end of next season, of this upcoming season. So there's a lot of production for J.P. Crawford. I just think this is going to be a year where you're not going to see any
success from the Philadelphia Phillies. I think it's just they're going to go out there and play baseball, get another higher draft pick. They got that with Aaron Nola last year. So this Philadelphia Phillies team, they have to really hurry up on J.P. Crawford, but don't rush him too fast. You don't want him to be a waste of talent just to be thrown into the Sharks, because this team is building a lot for J.P. Crawford to make that big push, and I think that it can end up making a lot of success with J.P. Crawford being there. So let me hear your guys' opinion about this. Jimmy Rollins is on his way to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Is J.P. Crawford going to be the guy to get called up next? Do you think the Philadelphia Phillies will be going out into the free agent market or the trade market and making a deal? Let me hear your guys' opinion about this. My name is Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Okay.